My name is Amanda Wickett. I am one of the owners at asapnetwork.org, and I also own a web development company. So, as you can imagine, I spend most of my days talking about data and e-commerce with dealers and distributors and manufacturers. And over the last couple of weeks, I've had several dealers from ASAP bring up some of their frustrations, and I thought this would be a great time to do a video to discuss data, since most dealers that or most manufacturers that I speak to either are under the impression that maybe their dealer's fine or their data is fine because they have a price sheet, or that no one complains. And so we're going to do a little case study right now. This is a live experience from a dealer, one of the ASAP members, and this is someone that most manufacturers wouldn't know their name. So it's very interesting. Now, he gave me permission to use these numbers that he had sent over to me, and it is kind of difficult for me to call out certain areas of data that I think are important without showing someone else's data, and I don't like to do that. But everything about sales online starts with data, and whether you have a data provider or not is just the first step of that, if it's not quality data. And so we're going to get to this this report I'm showing you right here, but I want to explain a little background on this particular dealer. Like I said, it's probably a dealer that you may or may not have ever known existed, because he's not direct with any manufacturers. He does all of his sales and fulfillment through 5 different WDs. Now, he pays a substantial amount of money per month to purchase data from a data management company, and he has told me that he has in his possession over 700,000 SKUs. He also has told me that, however, because the data is incomplete, he only has 60 to 70,000 live offerings, because the rest of the data just simply isn't complete enough to use. Now, think about that. That means 90% of the data that he pays for, that manufacturers are paying a data management company to do, are not even complete enough to be put up for sale. And that is something that I think needs to be brought to the forefront. So let's talk about this sheet that he sent me over, because it's fascinating. I talk a lot about doing titles that mean something, that people are searching for. Talk about correctness in the descriptions of the parts. And sometimes I don't think people really believe me. Maybe they think, no, it doesn't matter to us. This is going to prove that it does matter to everybody, right? And if you're a dealer watching this, you need to show this to the manufacturers. If you're a manufacturer watching this, do you know how your parts are being represented, whether you have a data management company or not? Do you know what the world sees out there about your parts? I mean, this whole industry was built by people saying, I can do it better. Well, at ASAP, we think we can do it better. We can do a better job of your data, but that's not really what this is about. It doesn't matter if you come with us or go with another data management company, whoever you're comfortable with. But bad data is costing you sales, a lot of them. So let's talk real quick about this. Let's just talk about the title area of this. This is, again, it's fascinating to me. So eBay, and this is an eBay report, has a maximum character count of 80. And this breaks down his sales based on character count. Fascinating. So those titles in the character that had 71 to 80 characters represented $957,000 worth of sales. And then you can just watch it plummet when it gets down to the 31 to 40 characters. I mean, the difference in this is amazing. And this is all about data. Then on the returns over here, his highest number of returns, which is 80 on this, was because of wrong size. So we're talking again about data, fitment, or enough explanation in the product display that didn't lead them to buy something that wasn't going to fit. Nobody wants to give back any kind of money. And again, this is just one guy, one company, right? That, again, none of the manufacturers probably know he is selling that kind of. He moves $300,000-$400,000 worth of product a month, and you don't know him because he doesn't buy direct. But your data is impacting his sales, and of course, ergo, your sales. And again, does not match description was the next highest count. So again, this is all about data. One of the other issues with data is placement, right? I'm going to move this out of the way real quick. And so I was looking for a particular part, and I found that Google showed me that Sears had it, and I went over, and they have this in headlights. This is a data issue. This is not, I can guarantee you, a headlight. And so, you know, um, this is going to cost this dealer and this manufacturer because it's in the wrong section, right? It is not a headlight. But this again starts with data. So I want to show you a couple things about the titling that I saw on another sheet. I can't show it to you because it's got this particular brand's name all over it, and I didn't want to call anybody out on this. I just wanted to say that this is from this particular data management company, and knowing again that the products with 71 to 80 characters just outperformed everything else. These were the titles that came over, right? 47 characters. A lot of them were real low into this area here, which, as you can see, still got sales, but quite a bit different. And then we had 116 characters. Now, Amazon says that the character count can be up to 250. But if dealers get there before the manufacturers do, whoever does the initial load, of course, and the ASIN number, all that good stuff. But it's up to the manufacturers to really take a look at their data. The dealers, that's not really their job. Their job is to sell your parts. Manufacturers' jobs is to make sure that that data sheet is absolutely got everything they need to display that part for a consumer who wants to buy, right? Not only are the character counts something that I'm a little frustrated about, but just the construction of these titles, right? I don't feel like this is a great title to entice someone to want to buy this product. Anyway, I just wanted to say that this is a conversation I have on a daily basis, and here is math, and math doesn't lie. So whether you're not with a data provider, you are with a data provider, maybe someone needs to sit down and really look at, are we putting out the best representation for our products online? And if you haven't looked at your data lately, if you haven't looked it up on a dealer's site to see how it looks, and I'm talking about dealers, I'm not talking about the WDs or the people who have 50 people in a department working on your data daily. Again, this particular gentleman right here that is moving a lot of product isn't direct with any manufacturer, but there's lots of him out there, right? And those make up a big majority of sales. We could help them by just doing a little bit better job on the data and understanding it's not about get it out there as quick as possible. You want things to look good for a consumer. E-commerce is no joke, right? There are just a lot of money out there online. And if your parts don't compete well with your competitors' parts in descriptions and titles, then your parts don't get sold. And that's just a shame. It's a shame to go through all of that and drop the ball at the very end simply because someone didn't pay attention to how you described your part, what information you gave to the dealers. This day and age, you can't expect them to do this for you. Anyway, my name's Amanda Wickett, and my phone number is 719-432-9415. Always up for a chat. I hope this helps, and have a great day.